Hi there, this is Oli Knight with Harrington Starr at Quant Strats in London, filming a very special episode right now with Robert Martinez from Code Willing. And I think there's obviously been a bit of noise, as we were discussing earlier, about Code Willing and what you guys are getting up to. Perhaps for the uninitiated, if you could just give us a bit of background about the business and kind of what it is that you guys are looking to achieve, just to kind of set the scene.
Sure. So Code Willing was founded back in 2015. It was actually an idea by really client one, Paul White and QuantBot Technologies. Basically came up with this idea as to why are my quants always cleaning data? Why are they doing the mundane things when they should really be focusing on finding alpha, building strategies, things along those lines. So he decided and outsourced basically to Code Willing all those capabilities, everything from, basically ingesting data, mapping data, putting it into a file system and providing access to his traders and quants, and then ultimately being able to backtest, and then of course, no code change, be able to go out and trade it.
Excellent.
So it's a full technology stack that really set the tone for us. We spent a lot of time really optimizing that up until about 2022-ish.
Right.
And then we really started coming to market. Came to market around that point in time, picked up some decent clients along the way, some great clients along the way, including Jane Global, where we went in and built that infrastructure up for them and got them up and trading. So it was kind of the perfect storm, the perfect scenario, and a great idea that Paul had to really take this infrastructure play. All the firms are building this or have already built a lot of this, but why build when you can buy and have something right off the shelf? So rather than servicing the one, you're servicing the masses.
And I think it reflects, for people that don't know, QuantBot is kind of renowned as a global leader at the kind of intersection of technology and trading, right? And I think, as you say, the fact that there is this heritage, the fact that they've already done this work, it makes sense that other firms could benefit from it. I wonder, do you find that the client base is other quant-driven hedge funds, or does it range into firms that maybe are much less native to technology or trading? Is there much of a spread there? Or?
Oh, no, absolutely. That's a great point. I mean, yes, a lot of the quants, as I mentioned, they've already developed a lot of this. These systematic shops already have things in place. We have seen the door open to asset management firms. They call them the quantamentals out there. And so we've started working with the quantamental firms. We're working with the asset managers. Anybody that is really trying to build that type of infrastructure in place and has to do that basic blocking and tackling, that's the perfect client for Code Willing. Excellent. Types of people. And then of course, you do have your shops out there that, are constantly looking to optimize their backtester or to, clean data faster, and so ultimately that's kind of the areas that we fit into.
Backtesting is something that I think is renowned within Code Willing's platform as being very strong, right? As a kind of problem that you guys help solve. I know firsthand as a recruiter the discrepancy sometimes between backtests and actual live performance, right?
Yeah.
I wonder if you can just give a bit of an overview or a snapshot about why Code Willing's platform is particularly strong at that.
I think, a lot of things what you worry about in backtesting is basically forward-looking bias. That is something that came up time and time again during this conference here. And so what we've done to really kind of short circuit that is we built a file system whereby you can basically permission, you can even hide data from users, but more importantly, you can date range it. And so when somebody's looking at out-of-sample data where they're really developing and looking at their models, they don't have access to that forward-looking data. And so therefore, that has almost been a great guardrail for that backtesting process for people to go through, because now they build their model with the data that they have. There's no looking forward. And ultimately, when they go in and test, they're getting real results to be able to go back and optimize.
Yeah. QuantBot's background obviously is in systematic equities and futures. An assumption, perhaps an unfair one, you tell me, would be that this platform is, particularly suited to those types of strategies. But you mentioned obviously earlier that the client base is quite wide-spanning. So is this truly a kind of multi-asset kind of platform? Are there any particular strengths on that side, or?
We're making strides in that direction. Like we've got, Spider Rock, which is options data that's embedded in the platform today. We're looking at fixed income and really kind of building out that SecMaster. Today we work with Exchange Data International, who really provides us that security master, which we'll go in and we assign what we call a QuIQ code to it. So all the data that's in the platform, or even clients that have licensed data, we've mapped hundreds of data sets that if a client already has licenses to those data sets, we can go in and pull those data sets in. The biggest thing is we haven't had a client in fixed income and come to us and say, we want fixed income, map that for us.
Right.
We're going to be client driven,
Yep.
and ultimately the client is really dictating the path that we're going down. But we've got clients that have come to us and said, we want these options, or excuse me, these commodities or these futures mapped. We've been either we've mapped it or we've done that for them and provided it to them.
I'm fascinated by that client-driven approach, right? You being the CRO, that must throw up all sorts of interesting conversations and challenges. I'm just interested at how that is for you, being driven so by the clients.
It's great. I mean, clients always give us their best ideas.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got the foundational pieces in place, but different features, different functionality that people are looking for. Each shop is different at the end of the day. They may be using a lot of similar data sets, but they have their own ideas as to how they want to build. And our goal is to arm them up with those ideas and provide them those, at least the foundation that they can build on. If they can't build on it for them, we'll do it with them.
Excellent. And the people that are watching this or hearing this and interested in learning more about Code Willing or potentially getting in touch with yourself to learn about the platform in more depth, what's the best way for them to do that?
They can reach out to me via LinkedIn, or they can reach out directly to me at robert.martinez@codewilling.com, and then I'm obviously always available on my cell phone, which is 914-715-9224.
As we saw.
Yep.
So that's great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.